going on, guys? It's been a while since I posted a video up here, but you know, it's kind of like a whatever night, and in college now, so kind of busy with that. But I'm caught up with my homework. I'm a little bit ahead into some classes. Decided to catch up with some gaming action. And the other day, I picked this up from GameStop, which I really don't like shopping at because one, their selection sucks, and two, they're just a ripoff in general. But I was there poking around, saw this for $8. I really couldn't pass it up. Could have been wanting to check it out, and heard some good and bad things about it, but just figured, what the fuck. And I got a Front Mission Evolved. Now, I grew up playing some of the Front Mission games, and I even downloaded the Super NES versions after I played like Front Mission 3 and 4 for the PlayStation, because they're actually really good games. They were like tactical and everything like that. You can upgrade your mechs to make them stronger, blah blah blah. So you know, when I heard about this one coming out, I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. And you know, of course, back then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wait a little bit for the price to drop, and then I'll pick it up eventually. But you know, during that time, I heard a bunch of reviews, and people specifically played it before saying, you know, this game completely sucks, it's garbage, you know, it's just a piece of shit. And in some respects, yes, it's not a perfect game, it is not, but this thing is a lot of fucking fun to play. If you like older mech games like Mechassault, Mech Warrior, Mechassault 2, or even like Chromehounds and stuff, you know, this game is right up your alley. It's neat because you can customize your mechs or your Wanzers, but it's not as detailed as say like Armored Core or anything like that. I mean, it's just like basic, you know, like body parts and weapons, and that's about it. You know, the only difference between this one, and the older Mission games is this is a third-person action game, which means, you know, like cameras behind you, you're using both thumbsticks to move around and just blasting the fuck out of your enemies. And you know, of course, all the purists in the Front Mission fan base, you know, hated this game for that. But you know what? It's called Evolved for a reason. Square Enix decided to bring back a franchise that has been dead for a while and give it a fresh new face. You know, evolve it a little bit, make it bigger, better, and more action-oriented than what it was. Because you know, the tactical RPG is really a dying genre nowadays, and it's kind of sad because I grew up playing tactical RPGs like Ogre Battle, Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics. What ones are there? Art the Lad, you know, shit like that. Really fun games if you're into that kind of shit. Sorry, but you know, and you know, of course, you know, all the purists, like I said, hate this game just because it's not what it was. And you know, not even like, say you don't even know what Front Mission is before you go and rent this game or pick it up. You know, just checking out because you see, oh, it's got mechs in it, and it's got some on foot action. You know, it's kind of like a Lone Wolf kind of thing back in the old Xbox days. Well, the thing is, it's not like Lone Wolf at all. Because Lone Wolf, you actually had a power suit that you got out of, and you ran around, and you could hijack mechs and shit like that. No, it's either, in this game, you're either in a mech or you're on foot. And if you jump in or out, it's a cutscene. So you don't actively jump out of the mechs and then go in. Okay, the basic story of this, because I'm only a little bit over halfway in the game now. It's in my Xbox playing right now as I speak. The thing is, you are a scientist working for. Actually, no, I'm just gonna, because I can't really think off the top of my head right now. I know what the story is. I'm just trying to like get names and shit. Okay, yeah. You are a scientist and a software architect working for Diable Avionics named Dylan Ramsey. You know, you're working on this new upgrade to this system called the E.D.G.E, which I can't remember what the hell Well, basically, Edge is it's basically bullet time, pretty much. Like, everything slows down around you, but you stay up and able to dodge attacks and, you know, really fuck up your enemies. And what happens is during a field test for one of these things to get the funding for the program, this weird military force comes in and attacks New York City. So of course, you know, your dad works downtown, and you see the attacks going on downtown, so you're like, oh shit, I gotta go down there and save my dad. So against everybody saying, you know, don't do this, it's too dangerous, da da da, he goes out, he kicks ass. Then as New York's about ready to be evacuated, he is enlisted in the army to help them fight this war against the enemy, at the same time try to avenge his father after he died in the attack and shit. And no, that's the basic story. Like I said, I'm not really, a little over halfway through now. I'm not gonna throw any spoilers out or anything, but so far the story is okay. The voice acting is pretty shallow at times. Sometimes it's good. A lot of times it's just like, why even bother recording it? Like in the game, every time you pick up a little suitcase or a chest of money or something like that, the character just goes, "Oh yeah," like no emotion to it whatsoever, and it happens every single time. Another thing is the lip syncing and voice acting is a little off sync, but that really never bothered me. The graphics aren't the greatest. I mean, this game was made in 2010, so you know that's back before all the Unreal Engine 3 and shit like that was really hitting. So, you know, I give it some credit. You know, they tried. It's a Square Enix game that was designed by Double Helix Entertainment, and not the greatest, but you know, for you guys that actually do watch these videos, I do apologize for dipping. It's I'm addicted, so in future videos I'll try to cut back or like not dip at all, but it's just I really done recording this one really at a bad point, but where's I at? Oh yeah, and like I said, the voice acting is okay. The story is pretty basic, but it's okay. It's really well done. Graphics never really bothered me in the first place. I mean, I can play a game that has first gen PS1 graphics and still love the shit out of it. Controls in this game, you either love them or you hate them. That's what it is. Because the controls are good, but the targeting can be a little sloppy at times, or it can be misleading. And to explain that is, you know, you can unlock a grenade launcher system for your Wanzer. It's a shoulder mounted thing. You just hold one of the bumpers. Right click comes up. You can, you know, move the cursor so you can see where it's gonna land, and you can aim it right in the middle of a group of like 4 different enemies, and it'll just like hit like one of them. So you know, it's kind of weird, but you know, overall the controls are doable. You know, there's really no excuse for deaths or anything like that. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, the one thing that does kind of get me a little bit is the boosting on the Wanzer, because boosting, when you activate it, like you assume if you jump or something like that, it would cancel out, but no, it actually keeps it going. And when you stop it, it doesn't just like from an instant stop, so it's kind of realistic. Like you'll slow down, slide a little bit, and stop. So you have to kind of time it just right. I mean, there's also a key thing in this game too. You can damage body parts. So like, say an enemy's got a sniper rifle, you damage the arm that has a sniper rifle, his accuracy is gonna go down the shitter. And damage the legs, you can't really move around that well. So, you know, it's pretty cool. So all in all, you know, it's not worth a whole lot of money. I paid $8 for it. You know, I say it's a good buy for $8. Even if it's 20 or under, I'd say get it if you can find it. Like I said, I got mine at GameStop for $8. That's like the going price for a while. So don't think it's gonna really go back up. The only thing is, it does have online play, but there's nobody online ever again. the servers are still up, but there's just no way online. I've seen one other person in the 4 days I've had it. So, you know, it's kind of sad. I want to check out the online, but sorry, but you know, I really don't like giving games ratings, but if I had to rate this one, I would give it a 7 out of 10. You know, it's good, but it's not great. Like, I really enjoy playing this game. I mean, there's incentives to playing the thing, like right here. There's assignments. Sorry, you can do like milestones, kind of like in Call of Duty. Like cash milestone, you earn a certain amount of money, you get new parts for your Wanzer. You know, destroy so many gunships, you get decals and paint jobs. And there's even some things that are kind of hard to do, like soldier stomp. You have to kill 5 soldiers by stepping on them. Destroy tanks with melee attacks. And one thing I do not like about this game, or games in general, is the collectibles. Collectibles are just a bad excuse to extend the gameplay of any game. Because when there's 20 emblems in each stage, and there's like 15, 16 stages, so it's close to like it's close to like 300 or 400 emblems. And I can't remember that off the top of my head. And are no, sorry, those are sensors. There's 20 sensors in each level, and there's 3 emblems in each level. So it's like 45 emblems and like 300 fucking sensors. So it's pretty monotonous trying to find those, and they're hidden like in places I would never imagine to look. Because I'm going through levels, you know, like scan up and down all along the walls and everything before I move on to the next section, and I still have like 7 to go before I hit my 20. And that was at, you know, at the end of the level, scanning every single part. So, you know, they're hidden pretty good, but like I said, I really don't like collectibles as part of the game. So, you know, I would recommend buying this if you can find it cheap enough, or if not, rent it or borrow it from a friend, because it's really worth checking out. It's an awesome game, but it's not perfect, if that makes any sense. If you're a fan of the old Front Mission games, you might not like it that much. Like, I am a huge fan of like Front Mission 4, but this game is not like that at all. Nothing like it. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Go check it out, and let me know what you think.